Hello everyone and welcome to your very own VIP pass to all things Paris Saint-Germain. This is Paris. Coming up, Paris are made to wait for their 8th French championship at home to Strasbourg. We talk goals with Coupe de France hero Marco Verratti. Belgium international Thomas Meunier looks ahead to a potentially record-breaking end of season. And he's back. Neymar Jr. is back on the pitch with his teammates at the Urdu training centre.
Sono Marco Verratti, voi guardate This is Paris.
For the final match of week 31 of the Ligue 1 season, Paris hosted Strasbourg to the Parc des Princes, and les Rouges et Bleus had a good record against the Alsatian outfit, the capital club undefeated in 27 home matches in the top flight. And after Lille's draw earlier in the day, Paris had the chance to officially secure the Ligue 1 title with a win. Coach Thomas Tuchel made 5 changes from the side that defeated Nantes in the midweek Coupe de France semi-final. Gianluigi Buffon was back between the posts. Colin Dagba, Dani Alves, Leandro Paredes and Christopher Nkunku all returned to the starting 11. And it was Paris that made the perfect start, opening the scoring in the 13th minute through Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting, tackling home Colin Dagba's first Ligue 1 assist.
We started
well. Choupo scored a great goal. And then we slowly lost our way. Strasbourg were very dangerous on the counter-attack.
C'était très dangereux pour nous.
Strasbourg equalising 13 minutes later through Nuno da Costa. We'd just gone ahead 1-0 and then we started making mistakes and getting caught out on the counter. We started to lose our confidence. And when that happens, you start playing it safe. You don't take risks to try and make things happen. Just seconds after the equaliser, Christopher Nkunku almost chipped Paris back in front. Lucky to be on level terms, Strasbourg made the most of the space afforded them. Gianluigi Buffon denied da Costa a double just before the half hour, but could only watch on as Anthony Gonçalves fired the visitors in front. We really struggled to control their counterattacks in the first half. I made a bad choice of tactics. We were too offensive. We were trying to build up the play and attack to get it back to 2-2. But we were getting caught out on the counter every time with their 4 attackers. We didn't have a great first half. We tried to play football to control the game. It wasn't only the coach's fault. It was us players on the pitch, not the coaching staff. With his side trailing at half-time at home in Ligue 1 for the first time this season, Coach Thomas Tuchel changed the formation at half-time and introduced Kylian Mbappe and Julian Draxler after an hour, with near immediate effect. After an Mbappe acceleration, Juan Bernat crossed for Dani Alves, whose effort hit the crossbar. Paris Saint-Germain laid siege to the Strasbourg goal. Mbappe denied by Mats Sels. Hopes of securing the title came back to life when Thilo Kehrer climbed highest to head home his first ever goal for Paris. I'm very happy to have scored my first goal, and at the Parc des Princes. Julian Draxler took the corner. I wanted to run to the front post, but I saw there was already one of our players there. So I stopped my run. I waited, the ball came and I jumped and headed home. It was great for his confidence to score tonight. I'm very happy for him, because he deserves it. He works hard every day. Thilo's goal gave us hope because we still had 10 minutes to play. We believed we could do it, score that goal. We gave it everything. World Cup winner Mbappe had a first chance to secure all 3 points, but the keeper was there again. In the second half, we came back well, but you could see we were a bit tired, that we're missing a lot of players. Unfortunately, it wasn't possible to get that other goal to win the league tonight. Because Strasbourg's goalie Cels made another save to deny Dani Alves in stoppage time, and Paris will now have a second match point against Lille in a week's time. We're not happy, but it's okay. I hope we'll win it next week. We start next week's games as champions because we only need to draw. We can win the league there. It's great to be able to play a match like that for the title, first against second. It's like a final. It will be a great match for the two teams, and I hope we'll be champions at the end of 90 minutes.
J'espère qu'à la fin, on pourra être champion encore.
A few weeks ago, the Paris Saint-Germain under-14s and under-15 sides visited the young ballet dancers from the Paris Opera.
Donc aujourd'hui, l'objectif c'était en fait de les confronter à
Today, the objective was to expose the boys to an environment they didn't know, the ballet world.
Et donc on avait l'occasion
And we got to show them a show of aspiring dancers from the Paris Opera.
L'école de l'Opéra de Paris à Nanterre.
We saw a ballet with kids of different ages, boys and girls. Then we met them and did a few activities like ballet. They showed us a few dance steps. And we showed them how we dance.
It
was very interesting to see how these two worlds interacted, and in the end, as they got to know each other, the kids realized they all have a lot in common. We managed to break the ice, and everyone got on really well and had a good time.
Partager un bon moment tous ensemble.
We all had a good chat. It was cool. At first, when I got here, I didn't think it was going to be all that much fun, but I had a good time. It was great. Do you know how many goals you've scored for Paris? No. Tell me. 6. 5. 9. 9 for Paris?
Motard pour le frapper avec son pied gauche, c'est rentrant au deuxième poteau. Et lui aussi, comme David Luiz, marque son premier but avec le Paris Saint-Germain.
That one's unusual because it's a header. It wasn't the easiest way for me to score my first goal. I remember it because it was the first one I'd scored for Paris, and it was an important goal. We won the match.
Javier Pastore pour Marco Verratti. Verratti qui prend sa chance et ça fait 1-0 en faveur du Paris Saint-Germain. C'est signé Marco Verratti.
I prefer to score at home, in front of our fans. I prefer to score here in Paris. It's more beautiful.
Une fois pour la reprise de Verratti. 4-0.
Here at Paris Saint-Germain, we have a lot of players that strike the ball well from distance. Fideo, Neymar, Dani Alves also has a great shot. I have a lot of good examples to follow here, and I'm lucky to train with them and learn how to hit the ball well.
C'est Mbappé qui est dans l'axe, qui peut glisser à Verratti. Verratti toujours à frappe pour le but. Le but de Marco Verratti. C'est rare mais c'est bon.
Dernier ballon avant la sortie. Mbappé en retrait et Verratti qui l'attend. Eh oui.
That goal was more important than the others because it was a semi-final. It opened the scoring. It was great.
C'est sûrement qu'il fait peu plaisir.
Scoring 4 or 5 important goals per season would be pretty good. In one season? In one season. You'd better get a move on then. Yes, I need to hurry up. There's not much time left. Coming up on This Is Paris, Neymar Jr. takes part in full squad training for the first time. Thomas Meunier talks about the serious issue of concussion in football. And don't be late, we get the stopwatch out to see Paris's fastest ever goals against Lille. Paris Saint-Germain were back on the training pitch at the Euroudou training centre this week to prepare for the huge Week 32 Ligue 1 clash that pitted the leaders away to second-place Lille. If Paris avoid defeat, they'll be crowned champions. Sidelined with a broken fifth metatarsal in his right foot since the Coupe de France round of 32 victory over Strasbourg 2.5 months ago, Neymar Jr. trained with the rest of the squad for the first time.
Calma. 15, calma. 17, 18,
Non, pas toi. Pas toi. Mon premier photo. La blue. Oui. Yes. Tu l'as celle-là. Tu l'as. C'est super bien.
We're back with the kids from the PSG under 14 and 15 squads as they travelled to the capital's Opera House.
Bonjour.
Hi, my name is Zion. I play for the Paris under 14s. Today we visited the Opera House. The budding footballers watched a rehearsal of a new ballet and discovered all the workings of this historic and magnificent building. We came here to the opera to see a ballet with a few of the kids we visited at the ballet school. They danced a ballet called The Two Pigeons. I really liked it. It wasn't easy, and they were really good. We could see they didn't feel the pressure. While we were at the Opera House, we climbed out onto the balcony. We could see the whole city. It was really great.
Ne bougez pas.
Despite the home draw against Strasbourg, Paris remain on track to break a host of Ligue 1 records this season, a prospect which whets the appetite of Thomas Meunier, only just getting back from injury. The most goals ever scored, the fewest conceded, the highest points tally. These are all sources of motivation for us. That permanent desire to reach new goals is very important. The coaching staff knows that, and they remind us all the time. Psychologically, it's important. We always want to win the next match, to crush our opponents. You need that to stay professional and keep that fighting spirit. Whether it be in the Champions League, in Ligue 1 or the Cups, you always need to feel that, from the start to the end of the season. It's the second time I've been concussed. The first time I was young in training, and the second time in that match. First there's the blow, short-term memory loss, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, then you slowly come to. In principle, you should come off straight away. I stayed on the field because I felt more or less okay. I said to myself, my head's spinning a bit, but it'll stop. But it didn't stop, and in the end I had to come off because I wasn't good. And once you have concussion, there's a 3-week protocol that has to be observed. You need to have tests by a neurologist, and they have to give you the green light to start training and playing again. If you're concussed and you get another knock, there's a real possibility of doing serious damage. You could end up in a coma. That's a worst-case scenario, of course, but you could end up in a coma and things like that. It's your brain we're talking about, and you don't take risks with that. You have to take it very seriously and listen to the doctors. In terms of memory loss, it was tough. I couldn't concentrate. I would suddenly get really tired. Did you miss any birthdays or anything? No, nothing like that, thankfully. But I had a sore neck. I wanted to play, but it just wasn't possible. Since the start of the season and the arrival of new coach Thomas Tuchel, Paris have played a number of different formations. And playing with 3 defenders at the back suits the flying Belgian wingback.
Disons que jouer par exemple à 3 derrière.
Playing with 3 at the back and the fullbacks playing really high, it's a little bit like how we play with Belgium. I already had a solid foundation. Sometimes here we play really ultra-attacking, much more attacking than with the Belgian national team. Sometimes both fullbacks attack at the same time. It depends on who we're playing, who has the possession, things like that. But I really love it. I can run all day, and if I have to run 15 kilometers in a match, I'll do it to attack and defend. I love being involved in the final third, to play a role in attack. The best thing about this system is I can do as much as I can.
Et le centre de Thomas Meunier et le but de Choupo-Moting.
What's great about Choupo is that he offers something different to the other strikers we have. He's a very complete striker. For a big man, he's very skillful, very comfortable on the ball. He's fast, strong, good in the air. He can run back post, front post, to the penalty spot. He runs everywhere. Edinson, for example, always runs to the front post, and you know you can find him there. Choupo changes his runs, and the way he plays his football depends on the players around him, whether it be with Kylian, Angel, or the others. He adapts very well to the team. It's easy to play with Choupo.
Choupo, c'est un joueur avec qui c'est facile de jouer.
The goals from 30 metres out aren't happening at the moment. I hope to maybe get one before the end of the season. But my main role is not to score goals, rather to try and keep a clean sheet. And that's working out well. But I hope I can get 1 or 2 more before the end of the season. A goal's a goal. But if I can score a screamer, well, then I'll be happy.
Si je veux être difficile, une petite merveille, là, ça me plairait bien.
In early April, Aminata Diallo visited the Paris Saint-Germain Red and Blue School in Mantes-le-Joly. The Rouge et Bleu's France international giving her time to the 20-odd kids present at the after-school care centre that opened just a year ago. Today, Aminata Diallo came and visited the kids. The Red and Blue School is an after-school care establishment. We go and pick up the kids after school, we give them an afternoon snack, and then we set up activities where we use sport as an educational tool. There are a lot of kids that dream about becoming professional footballers. For them to have models like us, I think it's important to give them the desire to fulfill their dreams and share my experiences with them. I often see myself in them, and sometimes they see themselves in me. So I think it's important. They were a little bit shy, and then they started asking me a few questions. Some surprised me, like, have you ever been in a fight? How much do you earn? Or who told you to play football? Interesting questions. And I think I explained a few things to them. It was good. I've seen 2 or 3 goals already. They're playing mixed teams of boys and girls, and the girls are not too bad. It's good. I think the girls will soon be better than the boys in just about everything. She came here to spend some time with the kids and pass on the values that we hold dear at the foundation. Honestly, she was really generous with her time, smiling, engaging with the kids and with us. The kids are really happy and asked her loads of questions, and she was happy to be here. We thank her very much.
Prêts, les enfants? Oui! Bon, super.
In the final match of week 32 of the Ligue 1 season, Paris travelled to second-place Lille with the aim of officially becoming French champions for the 8th time in the club's history and the 6th time in the last 7 years. Undefeated in the North since 2012, Les Rouges et Bleus have a recurrent habit of scoring early against Les Dogues. Starting with Safet Susic back in 1991, just 48 seconds. A Nordine Karouchi own goal after just 45 seconds in 1983. Before coming forward to 2013 and Zlatan Ibrahimovic after just 27 seconds. Zlatan beaten to Paris's fastest ever Ligue 1 goal by his great old friend Maxwell, once again against Lille back in 2015.
Pour le PSG, Cavani qui laisse passer la reprise finalement de Maxwell. 26 secondes de jeu simplement et le PSG ouvre la marque.
Abonnate al canal de YouTube de Paris Saint-Germain.
Abonne-toi à la chaîne YouTube du Paris Saint-Germain.
Subscribe to the Paris Saint-Germain channel.
Inscreva-se no canal do YouTube do Paris Saint-Germain.